Healing Hands Health Society presents Dental Webinar Series. We have planned a series dental webinars to keep you abreast of current practice. This series on prosthodontics will be via Zoom, Facebook Live. Presenters are drawn from dental schools in the USA, private practitioners from around the world. To register for future webinars, visit www.hhands.org/dental-training. For future inquiries, contact Facilitator.
So good morning. Thank you, Ralph, for coming. I am very proud to see a fellow Romanian. Bună dimineața.
Yeah, exactly.
So I am going to take a moment to introduce you. So I'll share our screen, or my screen, and then I'll let you share yours.
Okay.
So Ralph Georg is a serial entrepreneur, CEO, and the co-founder of the DSDApp. He is the creator of the technology of the DSDApp, integrating all visions and concepts of modern dentistry developed by Dr. Coachman and the DSDApp. Super excited to have him here. And like I said, a fellow Romanian. And please, I don't know, Uvoh, if you have anything to say.
I'm so excited. I saw you play the guitar. You do so.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is an amazing guy. This is the future of dentistry. And
thank you so much.
I feel too. I can't even contain myself that you guys will volunteer to present here today. This is huge, and we are talking to Africa. We're talking to several countries right now, and hopefully we can have this. This is the future. Please take it away. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hello to Francesca and Christian.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm very, very honored to show you my work, my vision, and everything what we work on. I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Ralph Georg. I create technologies, and I was born in Romania. 91, I left Romania. I was living in Germany for 16 years, then in Switzerland for 10 years. And afterwards, I started a company in dentistry called Smilefy, and I created technologies based on automation and AI, and a complete different approach of smile design. The project, the DSDApp, was born 4 years ago, and for decades, people created smiles. For decades, people, dentistry technicians, dentists, they tried to do the best using the technology that was available, right? Taking pictures, drawing shapes on pictures, drawing lines on faces, trying to plan the best way possible. But all these ideas and all these workflows and all this knowledge of decades was very, very limited for different reasons. Time consuming, a lot of studies, a lot of research, a lot of knowledge that was not accessible for everyone. So my vision was to create a tool that integrates all this knowledge, all these studies, all this experience for decades, and automate it, creating a tool that is accessible for everyone. And one of the most interesting experiences that I did, because I was new in dentistry, so after 1 year creating the technology, I started traveling the world, and these were my courses from 2018 to 2019. We do have something in common. All over the world, we smile to each other. And I hope we're gonna smile to each other soon without masks, so that we see each other, that we smile to each other. But everyone in the whole world has the same wish: a beautiful smile, smiling without any thoughts of trying to hiding the smiles, trying to underplay their smiles. And dentists, lab technicians, and patients, they want the same all over the world. They want the happiness and the confidence just to be who they are. So traveling the world, I had a lot of courses. I don't know even how many courses I had all over the world, but I met thousands and thousands of dentists, lab technicians, and everyone was telling me the same. We all have the same issues. Smile design right now is something that is very complex, is very time consuming. The tools are old in the workflows, old even in the technologies. And only people with a lot of experience and only people with a lot of expertise can design smiles that look beautiful with the patient. Because one of the biggest problems from the history of smiles, analog smiles done on a or with the picture of the patient, and then done the wax up and all the design done with hands, right? An analog design can be beautiful, can be really beautiful on the model, but not in the face of the patient. So what can we do to change the complete vision of creating smiles? What can we do to have something that we can show to the patient in 20 seconds? And how can we adjust the smile based on facial harmony of the patient? So we have a lot of moving parts in creating a smile that in the past we couldn't manage. We have a lot of moving parts, and then suddenly we can create a smile for the patient, and based on his feedback, we can adjust the smile and create a facial harmony that's unique for this patient, because we all are unique. We all have unique ways to smile, to express our feelings. And that was my vision, and very, very important to create something that is accessible for everyone, that contains a lot of research, a lot of expertise, but it's automated. Because we need to start the new chapter of dentistry. We need to start the AI chapter of dentistry, and we need to create smiles that are so harmonic and so beautiful and so customized for that very patient. And of course, everything is a learning process, step by step by step by step, technology by technology, workflow by workflow. And before, I'm going to show you how easy it is right now to create a beautiful and harmonic smile for the patient, and being able to customize the smile in a very unique way. I'm going to talk a little bit about the principles of creating smiles and what knowledge is behind the AI technology that I developed. So first of all, we have one of the most exciting studies in the last years, but I mean, and I think this study is the most exciting study in dentistry ever, because this philosophy changes the way we create smiles and we can analyze the face of the patient. And this study was written by Bruno Pereira, Eduardo Mann, Kyle Stanley, and Christian Coachman. And the study is very, very interesting. So orofacial analysis has been used by dentists for many years. The process involves applying mathematical rules, geometric principles, straight lines to create either parallel or perpendicular references based on the true horizon and natural head position. These reference lines guide treatment planning and smile design for restorative treatment to achieve harmony between the new smile and the face. The goal is to obtain harmony and not symmetry, because faces are asymmetrical entities, and because of that cannot be analyzed purely straight lines. In this article, a more natural, organic, and dynamic process of evaluation is presented to minimize errors and generate harmoniously balanced smiles instead of perfect mathematical smiles. And this study was so important for the vision of creating new smiles, because suddenly we realized faces are not symmetric entities. We don't have a midline of the face. We have maybe 5% of the patients are perfectly symmetric and have perfect symmetric faces, but everybody else has not. So trying to force symmetry in an asymmetrical face looks not natural. The facial flow is determined by the orientation of the glabella, tip of the nose, philtrum, and chin. So usually we have a curve because these points don't match on a line. We do have a curve. And the facial flow directional movement points to the right or to the green side show that every single face has a dominant side and a less dominant side. The green side is the less dominant side. The red side is the dominant side. Now, having this beautiful facial flow and knowing how to analyze this facial flow, we can design the smile towards the green side, towards the facial flow. Why is that important? Because as soon as we create crossing lines in the face, we create tension. Crossing lines in the face creates tension. And a very, very cool example is we have a patient, beautiful girl, symmetric, beautiful face, everything is straight. That's not the problem to create a symmetric smile. But what if our face is not symmetrical? Then we need to follow the facial flow to create flows, harmony in the face, and avoid, for example, crossing lines in the face. We have a midline, we have a facial flow, right? And the centrals are rotated towards the red side. That creates tension in the face, that creates tension in the smile. And when a person smiles, it is in our perception to see the harmony without thinking, to see the harmony or to see something that it's not properly done. And we want to avoid with technology, we want to avoid with automation, we want to avoid all these things with AI. So, and then this principle is included in the DSDApp, and it is very, very easy to analyze the face because AI analyzes the points of the face. So we have the true horizon, we have the commissural line, we have the intrapupillar line, and then we have the facial flow. We see exactly in which direction the patient, what is the less dominant or the dominant side. And based on that, we work with our smile frame and we create the plan for the smile. But before I'm gonna go and explain more in detail, I'm gonna explain the principle of the smile frame. Okay. So the smile frame is a visual reference to guide you automatically in a way to place the teeth in the right position, considering the facial flow, considering facial proportions, considering the smile curve, in a visual and very, very safe way to create harmony in the face. So, but the smile frame is actually very easy to understand. The smile frame is created by the gingival line, maybe I'm gonna go here on this slide is much, much better. We have the gingival curve. that defines the gingival edge of the smile. We have the smile curve, which is the incisal curve, right? And then the smile frame shows you, based on the red proportion, how much do you see the teeth from the frontal position. Because of the arch of the rotation of every single tooth, right? We don't see the real width of the tooth. We see just that's a visual width created by the rotation of every single tooth. And the red proportion shows actually that smiles are harmonic when you see when you consider that you see 100% of the width of the central, which basically is not 100% of the real width. It's just what you see, but we consider the central as a visual width 100%. Then the lateral is 70%, and the canine is 50% visible in the frontal view. That creates a very harmonic dimension of the anteriors. Based on the smile curve, you create the position and the ratio of every single tooth in a way that matches with the patient's face. We have limits. So the canine, for example, you cannot go over the inner side of the pupil. I'm going to show you with the facial flow. So we have limits. The distal of the canine can be not moved outside the limits. The smile curve follows the lower lip. And we have as a visual reference the papilla curve. And the papilla curve is a very, very interesting study written by Dr. Chu, Denis Ternov, Joseph Ten, and Christian Steppert. The tip of the papilla needs to be inside these limits, 50% of the height and 80% from the gingival line. Then you create these beautiful waves, the tip of the papilla, right? The beautiful waves that are in harmony and in a position that creates a very, very special harmony with the face. That's a patient from Dr. Eduardo de la Torre. And as you can see, it's beautiful when the smile curve follows the lower lip. The proportion of every single tooth is in harmony with the proportion of the face. As you can see, the edge, the distal edge of the canine is between the corner of the eye and the inner side of the eye, so we don't go further away. The buccal corridor is as a limit at the center of the eye. And all these small details are integrated in the smile frame that doesn't let you go outside limits, outside harmony. Of course, that's a very technical part of the smile design. There is an artistic component in the smile design. And the artistic component of the smile design, I'm going to show you directly with the patient, is something very important, because having the smile frame set correctly, having the right dimension of the teeth, having the right position of the teeth doesn't create harmony. It's just a technical smile design that is done properly on the face of the patient, but doesn't mean the smile is harmonic. The smile is in harmony with the face, or the smile fulfills patient expectations, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. The patient needs to feel to recognize himself or herself in the new smile. And it is, as I mentioned before, I wasn't in dentistry 4 years ago. Creating the technology, I took a picture of myself, and I did the smile design on myself. Seeing all the patients, being so emotional with the design and the mock-up and the discussions, I didn't feel it. So I needed more insights. Stress, lifetime, and I grind my teeth in the night. So I had a canted smile. It wasn't that bad because patients they don't recognize. They see their smiles every day. They see their teeth every day. Eventually, they recognize on picture the deterioration of the smiles, but it's not a big change because they are used with the changes over time. Exactly like me. So I did the smile design on the iPad, and I created for a mock-up. As I saw the picture, as I saw the mock-up, recognizing myself 10 years younger, that was a huge shock for me. A huge shock for me. And then at the very moment, I completely understood what patients feel when you design and you take their feedback into consideration, and you create for them a smile that looks so harmonic with their faces. And then I was looking for patients with a very, very strong character, with edgy faces, edgy smiles. And I created for a friend of mine a smile. Very strong personality, very strong, edgy character, right? And the smile was perfect. The smile was beautiful. And he didn't recognize himself in the smile. And that's the point. We can do whatever we want. We can do the perfect smile, technical perfect, right position. Everything is good. Everything is in harmony with the face. It's the patient's feedback. I don't recognize myself in that smile. So what do we do to create a system that it's so easy to use and has all the information inside and all the knowledge inside to be able to communicate and to create these smiles? So now let me show you what I mean, because it's much easier to show you and to play with all these very special feature, and to create these smiles in a very special way. So here we go. Close case. Smile. I'm going to select a patient, a case that we already have as a training case, and we go with this lady. As you can see, the AI calculates the smile frame based on the facial proportions and proposes you an automatic position of the smile frame, size, and smile curve. And that's a very interesting case because we do have a special lower lip, so the lip is not symmetric. We do have midline shift, a dental midline shift. We have a lot of details that we can discuss and analyze with the patient. The philosophy of the new smile design era is create harmony, facial harmony first, and then discuss technical details. It's exactly the other way around. We create a smile until now. We started with all the technical details, and then we displayed the final smile in tools, right? Now we want to do exactly the opposite way. We create harmony in the face, super important, and afterwards we analyze the technical result and backwards engineer the smile. So let me show you what I mean. I have the smile frame, right? And the smile frame is set automatically based on the facial analysis. Of course, based on my experience, I can correct here a little bit if I want to, the smile curve and the position of the smile frame. But we can see that we have a huge dental midline shift, right? It's because her smile is shifted from the facial midline. In the next step, we create the smile. We create the harmony based on the facial characteristics, and the AI just proposes to you a smile that is, as you can see, placed correctly, displayed correctly. We do have everything in place. We have the facial harmony, and now we can analyze the smile. We can analyze the smile and discuss and communicate with the patient, because that's the most important part of everything. First of all, in this part, the AI recognizes the age of the patient, as you can see, mature, right? And based on her face and the facial characteristics, the AI proposed a triangle form for the teeth. Of course, you can change everything what you want: oval, square, triangle. And you can also change, of course, the filter of the automatic recognized age. So you can go with mid-age, young, and so on. Based on these options, you have several templates. You have several forms that you can use for your patient. Let's go and talk about smile harmony, because that's one of the most unique and most important parts of this new vision. One of the very, very most important characteristics for a smile is the dominance. We have two kinds of smiles. We have a monotonic smile. It means that the laterals lie on the smile curve. And we have a dominant smile where the laterals are shorter. They don't lie on the smile curve. And the centrals look bigger because of the centrals that are a little bit shorter. When you have a young patient and you create a monotonic and dominant smile, it's a huge difference. I'm going to show you. It's a huge difference in the perception of the harmony of the face. If you have patients that are more advanced in the age, then you create more monotonic smiles, so the centrals and the laterals are on the smile curve, right? They lie on the smile curve. So I can make the laterals lying on the smile curve, or I can create this dominant smile, right? That's a very, very unique and special way to create harmony for the patient and to try to find out in a direct communication with the patient, do you see yourself in this smile? That's the most important thing. As soon as the patient sees herself in the smile, he is the co-designer of his smile. He will love the new smile. Then we have the midline shift. Right now, the AI set the smile on the midline of the face, right? We do see the harmony of the face. Moving the slider, I can visually decide if I can improve the harmony of the new smile. And I think, yeah, that looks good. So I shifted a little bit the dental midline. Then we have the occlusal plane. So we simulate the angulation of the occlusal plane, you see. Also very important to adjust the new smile with the lowers. And then we have the smile curve. Let me make zoom in. So then we have the smile curve like this. So we can change the smile curve and adjust again based on the harmonic perception that we have or the patient. I think my smile is nice, but can I improve it? Maybe. I don't like the canines. These canines are a little bit too narrow. So right now we have, of course, the option to change the automatic selected smiles and to click on the canine, for example, and exchange it with a different one. This one, I like it more. Okay. Now I created a very unique smile because the centrals and the laterals are from the triangle shapes, but my canine round, not bad. Eventually I change also the laterals. Or I can change complete templates. So this one is J01. All these templates are from Jan Heito, the German visionary that created 2006 the system of getting impressions from natural teeth, creating outlines for these natural teeth, and then replicating the natural teeth on patients, right? The lab technicians working analog, they had a visual reference of these teeth and they could create the new smiles based on the visual references. That was a very, very interesting vision for dentistry. Now every software uses his templates, exocad and 3Shape, and everyone uses his natural templates, and you can create beautiful natural smiles. Now, changing the templates, of course, in my discussion with the patient, I can see the harmony of the face. I think her face with the new form of the teeth is more edgy. And now let's analyze the technical detail of the smile, because now the patient is motivated. The patient likes the smile. The patient was giving feedback. You change the smile based on his feedback. We do have the smile curve. We do have the midline, the dental midline of the smile in harmony with the face. We could focus so much on all these details by using so easy to use tools. And we were not so focused and in time-consuming procedures to try to set the smile frame correctly, the position of the teeth correctly of every single one, because that's what takes time, and we don't have time. Time is our most valuable asset that we have, time. So let's use the time, communicate with the patient, focusing on harmony, creating something unique, a unique experience with tools that allows us to save time and to go much more easier into all these smile details. The patient is motivated. Let's go to the smile frame, because the smile frame with the outlines show us now more technical details in the smile, and it gives us an idea of the treatment. Right now we can go and really talk about treatment. And now the point is very, very the visual communication with the patient is the most important, and for the future, it's gonna be the most important thing ever. Because right now, I don't need to explain my patient with words what do we need to do in the treatment planning to achieve this facial harmony. I can show him or her, I can show your midline is shifted. To achieve the smile harmony that you and me worked on, we need to shift the dental midline towards the facial midline, right? And then you suddenly have a discussion about ortho treatment. Suddenly the patient understands the issue. And then the patient says, no, you know what, ortho, moving the midline, I'm not sure if I want to do it. Okay, then let's move the smile frame back to your dental midline. We're going to keep exactly the same dental midline. But I need to show you what happens to your harmony. So I'm going to show the smile when we recreate the smile at the dental midline. It's a complete different facial harmony. Visual communication, the key of the future. Then let me bring the smile frame. Okay, so the patient says, I'm not sure, maybe we keep, maybe we move, should we move, I don't know, maybe we let's discuss ortho. I think that that's good for the harmony. It recreates a special feeling. I saw this beautiful smile, so I think I'm gonna go with ortho. Okay. Then we can discuss gingivectomies. If you want to achieve this special harmony, as you can see, the size of the centrals are like this. So we need to discuss a gingivectomy. We can also work on the ratio. Ratio means the central is ratio height width ratio. So if the height is 100%, as you can see, the width is 86%. So we can move from 90 to 70, right? 90 to 70. It was in our harmony, I think it was 89. I don't remember. Okay. Buccal corridor. So I have my anteriors done properly. That's okay. But what happens to my buccal corridor? It's too wide. I have an option to adjust only the buccal corridor for my patient. I have an option to rotate the posteriors based on the selected canine. And then I show my patient the final design, and I have everything done in here. And the before and after, super important slider, right? I just click and I show before and after. I can share the picture with the patient, clicking on picture, or I can create a PDF for the lab. Everything is automated. I'm gonna save to files. Replace. So let me go to my files. Files, here we go. I think it was this one. So patient documentation is done automatically. I do have a starting slide. I do have the patient picture with patient's name. I do have the before and after. I can share with the patient also. I have all details from my smile, which shapes, dominance, midline, occlusal plane. I have the picture for the lab, and I have the picture with the outlines done automatically. I don't need to create a presentation. The presentation needs to be created automatically by the system because it's my time. With my time, I need to use my time to communicate with the patient and create all these parts of a smile design in a very unique way. But that's a smile design done over a picture. What we have, and it's very unique, we do have the option to create a smile design with the intraoral scan. Creating smiles with the intraoral scan, I just need a pen. So what is the difference between a smile design with a picture and a smile design with an intraoral scan? It's very simple. Sometimes we don't see the gingival margins of the patient. So I can create a beautiful smile, but I need to guess where are the gingival margins. Using an intraoral scan and digital dentistry and modern dentistry can be not done without an intraoral scan. I can import the intraoral scan of my patient. And as you can see, I do have a pen and I have my iPhone. I click on the same spots on the STL, on the intraoral scan. I have my picture and the intraoral scan superimposed with my picture. That's important. Okay. And now I see her gingival margins, even covered by the lip. Done. As you can see, smile frame is set correctly. That's almost okay. I'm just changing a little bit the smile curve. And here we go, we create the smile. Automatically done. That's the first proposal. I'm gonna go and generate a new smile, okay, using oval forms. I'm gonna adjust the buccal corridor. I'm gonna adjust the height of the smile because right now I see the gingival margins. I have a super accurate idea, and a super accurate visual communication regarding the treatment. And I can show again my facial harmony. I can play a little bit with this with the dominance because I like how smiles look like on young patients with a dominant smile, and I finalize my smile. Now I'm gonna give you an overview regarding the newest system that I worked on, and that's gonna be something completely different in the way we design smiles. Digital dentistry needs to be based on digital files. So intraoral scans, of course, CBCTs or DICOM files. But just imagine that you have a system where you can upload a picture, an intraoral scan, a DICOM or a CBCT file, and you get back the files, the intraoral scan as you saw here, but also the CBCT file. superimposed over the picture and together with the intraoral scan. Why is that important? Because as soon as you go and you discuss on the intraoral scan if you should do, for example, a gingivectomy or not, that's an intraoral scan. You really don't know where the bone margin is. But what if you have another layer with the CBCT and you see exactly where the bone margin is? And suddenly you create harmony, but you have the technical details from the CBCT. Then you can immediately get a report from the AI cloud with the complete diagnostics of the CBCT. You know exactly extraction, implants, whatever it is important for the treatment, and you get everything in 1 minute back from the AI cloud. And then you know exactly where should you put the outline to do the gingivectomy, and then it's no more guessing, it's no more backwards engineering, it's just smile engineering. You have all the details that you need in 1 minute, and you can create the smile in 1 minute, the right smile with all details that you need. Because digital documentation is only valuable when you have these all the details and all the diagnostics from the patients available with 1 click in 1 minute. That's my vision. To have systems automated that can help us plan accurately, giving us the diagnostics that we need to make decisions, to communicate with the patient, and to create harmony in the face of the patient, and guarantee that we can deliver this harmony and the smile, because we have all informations that we need to work accurately and to focus on the patient and not to spend our time with technology. Technology is the worst way for us to spend time. We need automated technologies, we needed automated workflows that can give us our time back and increase quality in our work. That's my vision. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please.
Thank you so much for all of your wisdom and your knowledge and brain in putting all of this together. And so happy that you've joined dentistry with us. So we actually have a few questions. And just a personal side note, my father, he's a dentist, and he also uses DSDApp, and he's heard you speak. And he's a big fan, especially now on the iPhone. And we're hoping, actually, do you know when it might come out on the iPad, possibly?
That's very soon. So everything is, it's gonna be, you are gonna have one platform. You can use it on the iPhone, iPad, and Mac on desktop. Okay. And of course, the 3D smile design is gonna be also one of the consequences of your smile simulation, right? And it's gonna be also automated, and you are gonna get mock-ups in 5 minutes, and it's gonna be, you are gonna have all the diagnostics details. So we're gonna create something really unique, and it's gonna be exciting.
Awesome.
I mean, 3D smile design on the iPhone, that's new, right?
Yeah, so, it is. And patients, like you said, it makes a world of a difference of trying to help them understand your treatment plan and sell. But so someone is asking, is the DSDApp available yet? And if so,
of course, yeah.
And how can one get it? So
sure. So let me show you. I just need to. Okay, here we go. You you can go to the App Store. App Store, and you search for DSDApp. Here we go. You get the icon. You can install. By installing, you create an account with just an email with and the password, and you have 7 days of free trial, so you can use everything from the every single feature. Being a trial user, right? You are gonna get all the tutorials needed in this period of time, so you can go to tutorials. You get all the tutorials step by step, explaining everything what you need to know, and that's it. Afterwards, you are gonna be contacted from our team, um, one-on-one training, questions, all that you need to know, or open questions, so that you can just integrate the system directly, and that's it. So we want to shorten the time of courses that you need to use the system, right? Because time is valuable, so you don't need to spend so many days on the smile design course. So you get everything online, you get the full support one-on-one from our team, and you just get started.
Awesome. Is it a monthly subscription or yearly? How does
You can use it yearly or monthly.
Okay.
So it's both. You get 799 is the yearly subscription, and you get all the training, all the one-on-one training and support, and all the updates included. So everything is in. You don't need to pay for updates or upgrades or new stuff. It's everything included. And the way we go and change technology and improve everything step by step, you are always up to date.
Okay. Next question is the smile design achievable on the dental chair on a patient, and how?
Of course, that's the idea. So that's a chairside solution, and this chairside solution is gonna be that's the vision of being able to have a smile in 10, 20 seconds and start immediately with your patient the discussion of a possible aesthetic treatment, right? So you just follow the tutorials. It's gonna take you maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then you know how to use. It's also very intuitive, so you just can try out how to create the smiles, because everything is automated. And then as soon as you feel comfortable using the tool with the patient directly, take a picture and discuss the smiles. That's the idea. Chairside solution, no 2 or 3 appointments. Do it immediately, and motivate the patient. Show the patient the huge improvement and the huge impact of a new smile.
Wonderful. And does this technology take care of lip deficiencies? Thank you.
No, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So the technology that we developed, we have a lot of research. For example, our first patient, right, where the lip was unsymmetrical, and one lip, the lower lip, was very low, right? We can simulate Botox. We can simulate a lot of stuff to bring the lip in the right position. That's something that it's possible, and eventually I'm gonna consider it, because it's interesting. Thank you for the for the idea. Yeah.
And then one of our last questions, and again, if anyone else has any others, please type them in. Do we have this for Android as well?
No, it's only iOS version. So we started with Android 4 years ago, but after 6 months, we had 95% of all our users on the iPhone. So I had to make a decision.
Welcome to Apple.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, seems like that's all our questions. I checked on our Facebook live as well, and I don't know, Uvoh, not sure if he's seeing patients because he was in scrubs. I'm
right here.
Okay.
Seeing patients, of course, I guess. Today, interesting day. Anyway, it's been. Do we have all the answers to all the questions?
Yes.
Is the DSD app available? Okay, yes, that's of course. That's why we are here talking about that.
Yeah, took care of that one.
You're available. I need to reach you, Ralph. I need to talk to you. Please send me an email. I know he's a very busy guy. I don't know how we got to get him here today. Very busy man. But I need to talk to you. We need to have the DSDApp. The dental webinar series on an app. That's where we are going. And as I look at DSD, I'm like, I'm going to follow these guys. I'm going to follow you guys to the moon. I'm sure that's where you're going to land very soon. So we need to talk about it. How you can help me. I know you can. I want everybody to have it on Android. Your dental webinar series. You go online. Just go to the app and just connect. And if you want to learn, because these are going to be courses, I'm sure you can help us with that, sir.
Sure, of course.
I know it's for a fee. Nobody works for free. But I want to talk to you about it. I really want to get it done. Of course. I talked to Francisca. I need to get your email. Thank you so much, guys, for coming.
Thank you.
This is really amazing. Greet Christian Coachman. We are expecting to wave at him one of these days. My sister, Dr. Montine, thank you so much for holding the fort today. It's been an amazing time. These lectures are going to be available on YouTube, so you can go there and find it. It's available on. So did you send a link so they can go to the DSD website, right?
I didn't send the link, but all panelists.
Yes, so I'm going to put the link on the YouTube video, so that if you need to
digitalsmiledesignapp.com. That's the link.
Okay. So I think that most of us are going to get it. I do have I had a free subscription because I'm a resident. But one of these days we'll need you to come and present at the University of Michigan to all our residents. This is an amazing.
Of course, would be a great pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be back here tomorrow. We have an introduction to rotary endo by Dr. Jamal Flowers from Chicago. And it promises to be an exciting one. You don't want to miss that one. So let's log in tomorrow by 10 o'clock Eastern. Let me see if I can pull up Dr. Jamal Flowers, who will be speaking to us on introduction to rotary endo. Please tell your friends, tell dental students, dental practitioners all around different parts of Africa. On the 27th, we have Dr. Brian Goodacre is going to be, we are just blessed to have, wonderful people who are willing to share their knowledge with us. Dr. Brian Goodacre is going to be here on the 27th, and he promises a good time. We have a professor of oral pathology, Dr. Sarah Gordon, who has promised to give a lecture on oral pathology and oral diagnosis. You don't want to miss that one as well. So this is Dr. Jamal Flowers for tomorrow. Please log on and we're going to have an exciting time learning. Thank you so much, guys. Dr. Cooper, if you're still there, thank you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And mulțumesc.
Mulțumesc.
Yes, that's thank you.
All right.
In Romanian. Bye.
Healing Hands Health Society presents Dental Webinar Series. We have planned a series dental webinars to keep you abreast of current practice. This series on prosthodontics will be via Zoom, Facebook Live. Presenters are drawn from dental schools in the USA, private practitioners from around the world. To register for future webinars, visit www.hhands.org/dental-training. For future inquiries, contact Facilitator